Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. Daps.
I'm Caitie.
And happy Hallowmas Chris Halloween.
Don't bring Christmas into my Halloween.
Okay, but there's snow on the castle.
As we have discussed in previous years, they'd love to put snow up on the castle during my birthday week.
For your birthday.
I don't think that's for my birthday.
I made a call, said, hey, we need snow for Katie's birthday.
But listen, I like Christmas.
Labor Day and Pi Day. We could be celebrating those.
I like Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
But I like Halloween more. So I would prefer...
Thanks, Miss Oween.
I would prefer if we could just do Halloween first, you know? I also...
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot going on. I also have a rule.
Oh, there's a rule.
And I've had to tell my partners this at work. I have a Christmas music rule that only at work I will not let Christmas music be played until after Thanksgiving. Only because this is not a Christmas music hate account. That's not what this is. But I have to listen to it for 40 hours a week. I don't want to listen to it 40 hours a week for...
Okay, that's fair.
Like 3 months straight.
I mean, I'm going to, but...
I'd rather listen to it for like a month and a half, you know?
Okay.
Like,
And what's the last day you have Christmas music playing?
I don't have really a last day of it.
So it could go into like mid-January or something?
Yeah, well, I mean, I will go until Starbucks takes the music off the iPads.
When is that?
Here's a fun fact that you may not know. Probably... I almost said a date. Probably January. First week of January is probably what I would say.
Okay, so just like Disneyland.
Yeah, I almost said classified information.
Shame on you.
Tisk tisk. No, but something you might not know is that Starbucks preloads all the music into playlists on the iPads, and the only control we have over the music is what playlist is on. Currently, Rita Wilson has a playlist with 2 versions of Big Yellow Taxi that seem to always play one after the other.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's very funny because people go, didn't this song just play? I go, not the Counting Crows version.
Before we get too far in the show, what should people do, Caitie?
You should go to geekscorner.live and you should talk about your favorite Halloween song because...
What is also your favorite Halloween show?
Halloween
I want to know
show?
yeah, because there's like The Great Pumpkin, there's Charlie Brown, there's Hocus Pocus, now there's Hocus Pocus
movies.
2. I'm going to count that in the realm of something you watch and you show to your friends when you're at a Halloween party.
Okay.
There's Halloween, if you like to go that direction. There's Muppets Haunted Mansion, if you like to go that direction.
I mean, Muppets Haunted Mansion has become a staple. If you have Geeks Corner on Instagram, you saw what we were doing before the show.
We're listening to Muppets Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, you know, the 4-song album.
Yeah.
The album that is 9 minutes long.
That's kind of sad. It needs to be longer.
I think 5 times.
It needs to be longer. You have something next to you. What is that?
A bag.
Okay, we'll get to that later. Right? It's your favorite part of the show, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll be honest. I forgot that I had a birthday.
Good thing I didn't.
Because I know my birthday's this week, right? Mm-hmm. But then when I was leaving work today, you were like, "It's gonna be a great show," and I went, "Why?" Then I went, "Oh, I have a birthday in 2 days."
You have a birthday.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
So make sure to flood the internet with birthday greetings on Thursday for Katie's birthday.
Nothing exciting happens when you turn 26, though.
That's okay.
I got kicked off insurance this year.
That's exciting.
That's the only exciting thing.
That is
I never
super
even
exciting.
rented a car this year.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. One of your new favorite Halloween shows might be Werewolf by Night.
That was fun. I liked that.
Caitie has now seen it. I had seen it earlier. I've actually gotten to see it twice now, which there's not that many things I watch 2 times this frequently. So I think that's a nice hat tip to that show, special, I guess, whatever you want to say. It is directed and the music was written by Michael Giacchino. And what do you think about it, other than it was a good show?
I really liked it. I think that it was something that I commented on during the show, movie, presentation, whatever you want to call it, is it was very macabre and very creepy, but it was also very fun. It was a bit more violent and gory than I expected it to be. Some of the things that are easier to get away with when it's black and white, I'll be honest.
I actually don't know that I would have liked it as much if it had been in color.
I don't think you would have.
I think it would have been like, oh, that's unnecessary. Where in black and white, it was like, oh, okay. And there's a Muppets Haunted Mansion connection to it.
There is. Do you want to talk about it?
No, I think people should guess.
Oh, yeah.
We'll come back to it.
You should. Yeah, if we say what the other connection is, people might figure it out pretty fast. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't
know.
Will they?
I don't know.
How,
Anyway, I give it 2 thumbs up. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was great. I also really loved that when they pulled in source music, it was very good.
Yeah. Well, all the music was very good.
Yeah, I think that the use of source audio was impressive because that can sometimes be hard to pull off.
Yep, totally agree.
And I think it felt very like Universal monster movie. Very fun. Liked it a lot.
Yeah, and it wasn't like I liked how they almost unpolished it. Like I thought that was a really good choice, and yeah, I think it's classic. Like it's an instant classic for the genre of today. I also love how they brought it together. Do we have it?
No, Clocky said 26
Oh.
equals 13 times 2.
I thought you were saying somebody came up with the connection.
No.
But you can see Werewolf by Night and also Elsa Bloodstone in Avengers Campus, and we have seen kind of both of them. I've seen Werewolf by Night twice now, and I will say if you have young kids, don't walk through Avengers Campus just don't walk through Avengers Campus anywhere near the Cars Land exit, because I can't tell you how many little kids were walking by when he came out that would just start panicking, crying, screaming. It was.
You can just say me, Mr. Daps. It's okay.
You haven't seen him yet, though.
I have not.
I mean, the downside is because there's a Halloween party or an Oogie Boogie Bash on Sunday nights, and that's normally the day we go. Caitie has not gotten to see Werewolf by Night in person, and I feel like this needs to be fixed.
So here's a fun.
We should just go tomorrow.
Here's a fun bit. We could. After Team Olives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a possibility.
I love that sentence just made no sense. Anywho, here's to the olives. Long may they live.
Anyway,
No. Anyway, the joke I was gonna make is gone.
but yeah, very intense. Elsa also looks very cool, and
I like that she's on the balcony now.
she's been everywhere.
Well, okay, so here's my thing. I'm gonna say something. It's the hard thing about Avengers Campus that it's very hard to pull off like a plain clothed character.
She's hard to find.
I mean, we had that issue with America Chavez. We had that issue with Shang-Chi. Now it's a lot better now that he actually has like his proper superhero. But we've had a couple of just normal dressing people in Marvel movies lately.
Hate to tell you, she's still going to be hard to find because she's not always on the ledge.
No, I know.
Okay. Just
Mr. Daps is literally the epitome of no butt tonight. So, that was the joke I was going to make earlier when I said you could have just said me. I was going to say, improvs. Yes, and. Anyway, time for me to revisit jokes I was going to make 5 minutes ago. But I think that it's always really fun once you realize who the characters are. But I think that that's the detraction of the current phase of the MCU. Is there's a lot of just normal people.
do you think they're going to still go that way? I feel like they're leaning into it even more, so it makes
With
me
normal
wonder.
people? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But
There's also a charm to that because you don't see them coming, and then you're like, why are they taking a picture with that
Well,
person?
it's very
And then suddenly you're like,
MCU-esque.
oh, there we go.
Of oh, that's just a normal person.
So next they're going to have Peter Parker in the park. How funny would that be?
We know a guy.
How funny would that be, though? Yeah.
That was fun. That was a throwback to another episode of Geeks Corner that probably happened about 2 months ago. If you haven't seen it, fix that.
It's true.
That was some Geeks Corner deep cut lore.
Yeah.
Baby.
I wish I had the
clip.
episode number off the top of my head. We do not have... Nope, I do not see the connection coming out yet.
So time for me to pull in what the third connection is.
Okay.
Which might confuse people more. The third connection is Star Trek 4.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
So Muppets Haunted Mansion, Werewolf by Night, and Star Trek 4 are all connected.
I like this. This is very good. All right, let's move on to Palm Springs from Avengers Campus, where Walt's plane, also known as Mickey Mouse 1, also known as the Mouse, is now in residence at the Palm Springs Air Museum. I read Palm and Air at the same time, and it came out in a weird way. Anyway, we got to see the plane when it was at D23 Expo. Now they've added window stickers, I think is a good way to put it. And so you can see Walt in one window. You can see the pilot in another window.
It's a shame that they did that to him.
Well, you know, it's keeping it going. But what do you think of Walt's plane being at the Palm Springs Air Museum, and when are we going?
I would like to go. Exactly. I would love to go to the Palm Springs Air Museum.
Yeah.
I think that it would be a lot of fun. As some people may or may not know, Mr. Daps and I picked up this really weird hobby during the height of the pandemic, when there was no theme parks to go to, when there was not a lot to do. We would just go to weird, not weird, less visited Southern California.
We just went to places you could go that normally we wouldn't go.
So we went to a train museum, the Southern California Railway Museum to be exact. So now I feel like we need to go to the Palm Springs Air Museum.
Yeah. Planes, trains. Then we need an automobile museum.
You know, I think there is one around here.
That would be good. Oh, Clocky got it. Kirk Thatcher. Thank you very much, sir.
There it is.
Yes, but it is at the Palm Springs Air Museum on extended loan, which basically means to me they all but gave it to them.
I feel like that's... Whenever someone says extended loan, I'm like, so you gave...
But you know what would be smart is if they sold the Smoke Tree Ranch pins there, and like they could make some money doing some merchandise and stickers and stuff there. I think that'd be very cool.
Smoke Tree Ranch tie clip.
Yeah. I just don't know that people would use a tie clip anymore.
Printing money here.
Just call us Palm Springs Air Museum. We'll be right there.
I've never been to Palm Springs before.
I have. It's very warm.
I don't think in my adult life. Maybe I have as a child. I can almost hear my mom going, yes, you have been to Palm Springs. I don't remember it. Yeah,
interesting.
So, I don't know. Probably in my childhood I have, but never as an adult.
What is also interesting is apparently there's a Sea movie in the works at Disney with Ryan Reynolds behind it, which
ties into some other things.
Yes, but he's doing...
talk about it.
He's doing all the weird movies right now.
Yeah.
Because isn't he connected with the Figment movie too?
No, that's Seth Rogen.
Oh, you're right. That is Seth Rogen.
Rogen.
Hey, but there's another Muppets connection. Society of Explorers and Adventurers movies in the works, and it has Ryan Reynolds producing, and it has one of the directors of Strange World actually directing, Ryan Reynolds producing, got it backwards. What do you think about this becoming a movie potentially?
I think it's exciting. I think the great thing about Sea is that there's so much to do. Like, you can go a million different ways with it. And I'm going to speak optimistically. I think this movie's going to be great. But say it wasn't, there are still other stories that you could tell.
Well, we've already kind of touched on the stories a little bit with the Jungle Cruise movie.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was thinking. But with this...
Do you think they're going to put Dwayne Johnson in this movie?
Potentially. I wouldn't put it past them.
I hadn't even thought of that, and I'm like, oh, wait, that kind of makes sense.
Wouldn't put it past them. But there's so many directions to go with this. You get into, like, the Harrison Hightower. And, like, I think the Harrison Hightower story is so interesting. Mm-hmm. And, like, you just get into so many things. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but Typhoon Lagoon, the original character that they created I want to say Ida Falls, but I'm probably wrong. But I think it's phenomenal. I think this is exciting, and this is my other time to say that Ryan Reynolds also bought a football club in 2020. Welcome to Wrexham. Great show. It's on Hulu. They frequently say it is a Disney show, so I'm guessing that Disney is in some way tied to Wrexham. And also, they won their match today, and they are in the playoffs, and they are advancing forward. So here's hoping to get promoted. I don't know who I am that I'm talking about in sports.
I'm very confused. I have no clue what's talking about.
I do love European football, not American football. I did play soccer as a kid. And I think this all comes from me loving Ted Lasso a lot.
Okay.
But yeah, when you said Ryan Reynolds, I was like, perfect. Yes, we do need a Kevin.
Or a Dave Filoni.
I would trust Dave Filoni with Society of Explorers and Adventures.
I don't know that he'd want to do it, but I agree.
He would not.
Yeah.
But I would trust him to do it.
And I don't know who I would put. Like, honestly, you need a Kirk Thatcher kind of guy. You need a guy that's crazy and quirky and passionate. Like, crazy passionate's a better word
and
than
that's
just
what
crazy.
Dave Filoni is for Star Wars.
Yeah.
He is the cowboy hat, excitable.
Wait, nope, this is it. This is how you do it properly.
This is it.
Do you know who really is the leading man for the Sea movie?
No.
Kermit the Frog. This is the next Muppet movie.
I'm not against it.
This is perfect. Like, you could put Gonzo, like, you can put the entire crew in there, and it makes
Who's the
sense.
Human?
Who is Ryan Reynolds?
Okay, because in my head, Harrison Hightower is Uncle Deadly.
Yeah, that would totally work.
I like
this needs to happen. Make the Muppet movie, the next Muppet movie, a Sea movie. It's a great crossover. You're going to get great creatives this way. I see no downside to this.
We get more Muppets.
Yeah.
Everybody
wins. Either that, or we could bring Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt in as the humans for it, and that would work brilliantly as well, I think. You don't think so? I think their chemistry...
I think one Jungle Cruise movie was enough.
No, not Jungle Cruise movie. They like move on past the Jungle Cruise.
But it's the same characters, yes?
Yeah. As long as they're moving forward and not continuing to look back, it would work. If it's all a recap of Jungle Cruise, then we're in trouble.
See, that's what I'd be worried about.
But if they move forward and it's a Muppet movie that they have those characters in, Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt, then it's fine. And Uncle Deadly can still be Harrison Hightower. I just feel like they've got the right personality.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like that Muppets Take Manhattan thing, or...
I've never seen that movie.
You need to watch it. Yeah, it's very important.
I will bring this up every time Muppets Take Manhattan comes up. Who is watching Muppets Take Manhattan?
I just watched it
who turned it off?
Ago.
Who turned it off while I was watching it? Mm-hmm. So every time you say that I need to watch Muppets Take Manhattan,
you still need to watch it.
I could have been. And then they took it off HBO Max like 3 weeks after that.
It's on something else now, though. I don't remember what.
Unfortunately, I do have most streaming services.
There you go. All right. That's. I like these ideas. Mm-hmm. Speaking of adventure movies.
Adventure.
Captain America: New World Order has a new Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
Ross. And that is, I was letting you take over.
Oh, it's Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford.
Which I think is...
Harrison Ford in the MCU.
I like it.
Yeah.
I know that some people might not like that, and they might be like, I don't want Harrison Ford.
Why?
You didn't need to recast him, or whatever. I think it's great. I think he has the same curmudgeon-y old man energy that you need.
In some ways better.
For Ross. Mm-hmm. Because I think of the last couple movies we saw Ross in, like Black Widow, where she's just like teasing him of like, hey, didn't you just have a heart attack? Like, I think you need to calm down. And he's like, don't make me do this. I think he can very much bring that energy to Ross. I like it.
Maybe add a little bit of Air Force One, like when he's angry as the president as well. You haven't seen that one either. It's okay.
No, but this is a case where I feel like just writing off the character would have been wrong. And I think that you needed to continue the story with the character in some way. And I think that Harrison Ford is a brilliant choice to do that.
Well, and we know nothing about New World Order.
Yeah.
But for some reason, having a character like him in a movie with that title makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Or what was his name? The Senator Robert Redford's character in was it Civil War? The senator that was in Civil. Hopefully, somebody in the chat can help me.
I'm so sorry. I have no idea.
Do you not remember Robert Redford in Civil War? You watched the whole thing with your mom. They can still hear you.
That was the bit.
Okay.
That was the bit.
Good bit.
I covered my mouth and I whispered as if I wasn't wearing a lapel microphone. That was the bit.
Mm-hmm.
I am funny. I'm hilarious.
Oh, it was Winter Soldier. I'm sorry. Yes.
Oh, so we're going to talk about the wrong movie and then get mad at Caitie when she doesn't know what's going on. I saw Winter Soldier once and I had just gotten my first COVID shot, my second COVID shot.
Oh, good.
So I don't remember it because I was asleep on the couch.
It's a really good movie. Alexander Pierce, thank you so much. No, I think it's that type of character, though. It's that jaded politician that's kind of got the statesman appearance, but there's more than what is really there. Like the multi-layered thing, and I think Harrison Ford will do great.
Yeah.
I'm good with Harrison as Thunderbolt. I just hope they're not keeping the character around for Red Hulk purposes. It'll be interesting to see how many films Ford is really doing, because from what I'm seeing is it's just the one.
I was gonna say, I feel like Harrison Ford would just sign on for one, and I don't want to be too. I know it's Halloween, but I don't want to be too grim here. But I don't think that Harrison Ford would sign on for multiple movies at his age.
How old is he now? 88?
Possibly.
That's the number that popped into my
I
head.
just think that he is incredibly realistic, and I think that he is taking it one movie at a time. I don't think that he would have signed on if they were like, we need you for 6 movies. He'd be like, well, no.
Well, and isn't Marvel not doing that anymore anyway?
I don't believe so, but I'm saying that
I don't know if they actually followed through with that, but
had they wanted him to do that, I don't think that he would have signed on for this project. Like, I'm assuming with somebody like Harrison Ford, this isn't we posted it and somebody auditions type of thing. This is somebody walks up to Harrison Ford and says, we want you in the MCU.
yeah.
And I'm guessing, again, with someone...
Can you imagine asking Harrison Ford to audition? Hey, this is great, Harrison. We're going to ask you to come on down and do an audition. And
go, I haven't auditioned since Indiana Jones, the first one.
Right.
No, but...
Don't worry, we're going to have a guy. He's going to wear a green screen outfit and everything, so
we just need to
be
test
fine.
some screen chemistry. That's all we need to test here. No, but I would assume that is a situation where it's Harrison, we want you in the MCU, and Harrison goes, what is that going to look like?
Oh, it's 80 this year. Thank you, Clocky.
What is that going to look like for me? What do you need? Whatever. I just think that Harrison Ford is incredibly aware of the fact that he's not immortal. And so I don't think he would sign on for them saying, oh, we need you for the next, even if they said 3 movies, like another trilogy, I don't think that he would sign on for it.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't even think he just wants to be that tied down.
Also that, I think that he has done many sagas.
Have you ever seen him in real life?
Yeah.
He's big.
Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah, he's big.
I almost said no.
I saw him at the Grand Californian once. Yeah. And I was like, oh, you are Indiana Jones.
Yeah. No, I saw him. It was very interesting to see him on stage at Star Wars Celebration because I saw him at the opening.
Oh, yeah.
And like, dude's tall.
And I think when I saw him, it was around the last Indiana Jones movie time.
Oh my God.
And
so like 15 years ago?
He was ripped too. Like he was, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah.
I'd be scared. I would be scared if you looked at him wrong. He would like
I like Clocky's comment. We've got you, Nick Nolte, and Alan Arkin auditioning. I just love the thought of Alan Arkin being Thunderbolt. Like, that is funny.
That's good.
It would not work at all, but it'd be funny. I don't know if anybody else has ever seen this, but there's an old movie with Alan Arkin and Columbo, Falk.
Oh,
Peter Falk. And it's called The In-Laws. And basically, Peter Falk is Alan Arkin's in-law. And Peter Falk is this crazy guy, and Alan Arkin is a dentist. And so you've got this crazy adventurer of Peter Falk who's, you know,
I've seen parts of
into
this
trouble everywhere.
because
And then
of
you've
how
got
much he references it.
and then you've got Alan Arkin, who's like perfect office boy, and that's what I picture when I
Gary
think of this.
Busey.
Gary Busey. Isn't he in jail?
I thought he was.
I
Not
feel
alive.
like he's always no, he's alive.
Are you sure?
I'm fairly certain. You can look it up. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, I think that could be absolutely hilarious. Like, who could you think of that would be worse
He
for Thunder?
sure is alive. I'm
How old is
so
he?
sorry, Gary Busey. He's 78.
78. See, and I would have put him as...
Older than Harrison Ford? Because I would have.
So this is where I'm conflicted. If you asked me in the 80s, I would have been like, oh yeah, he's totally older than Harrison Ford. But if you ask me today, like when I've seen him recently, I'm like, oh no, he's definitely younger than Harrison Ford. And it's mainly because he just keeps going as Gary Busey. He never changes. Like, he's still very Gary Busey-ish. You know what I mean, right? Like,
Yeah,
he's
I do know what you mean.
He's like, I never left college. I'm still going. Like, you know, I knew a guy down the hall just like him.
You knew a guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
His parents had a cow farm.
Oh.
Best steak ever at his parents' house.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I would think that, like, I don't want to say knowing the cows personally would make them taste better, but, like, I would think that that type of, like...
Ooh, I like the Christopher Walken idea.
He was great in Severance. But also imagine Thunderbolt going, I can't do a Christopher Walken impression.
I want to see you try now. You entered that door. You have to go through it.
I thought it through in my head, and I know that it's going to come out sounding like something else.
Let's see.
It's going to come out sounding like Obama. Like,
Okay,
I can't.
let's see. All right, Christopher Walken as Thunderbolt Ross.
Black Widow. You,
That actually is more like Christopher Walken than Obama.
I can't. That's all I can say.
Okay, that was good. Dennis Quaid, I could see that.
You know, I could actually see Dennis Quaid doing that.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a great point.
It is interesting because there's a lot of 80s and 90s actors that haven't made their way into the MCU yet, that perhaps haven't been front and center in the spotlight lately, that I think would be really great.
I don't know why Dennis Quaid made me think of this.
Mm-hmm.
Jon Hamm. He's not old enough.
He's busy though. He's doing all
he's
those
doing
commercials.
progressive commercials.
He's very busy.
And he's also not old enough. But I think Jon Hamm. I just like Jon Hamm. I think he's fun.
Okay.
I think he's a fun little guy.
Fun little guy.
So here's actually something. Here's just an anecdote.
Okay.
I call one of my partners. I was like, you're just a little guy. You know, like, you're just a little guy. To the point where they said they were going to change their Twitter name to just the little guy. Because I'm always like, you're
But it was taken?
No, like, like, you know how my display name is like Coffee Master Caitie?
Gotcha,
like, change
gotcha.
it like that.
We got Barack Obama being thrown up there.
What is Barack Obama up to? He would be a great
Isn't he
Thunderbolt.
narrating for like National Geographic and stuff?
Is he?
I think so.
I didn't enjoy
I think there's actually something. Where did it go? Is it Disney Plus even? Maybe it's not the Disney Plus one. He did, but he got an award or something for it recently.
I will say that I just saw Hamilton on Saturday night. I know. Wow. Yay. Awesome. Wow. And our George Washington did sound a little bit like Barack Obama.
They planned it that way.
I honestly, very presidential.
I mean, he is playing the first president in the United States, so
So,
why not? Welcome to Geeks Corner Plus. I'm Mr. Daps.
I don't know who I am.
You're the birthday girl.
Ah!
Do you want to open your birthday present?
I suppose I could.
As we do that, I'm going to show our really fancy dancy cake.
A cake? Is this what I had to close my eyes for?
Yes. Because we have a new tradition
This is
for
a
Katie's birthday.
tradition. I like it.
It's gone a couple years now, huh?
I think this is the second year of it.
Yeah, it's a couple years. Last year I had it already on a plate, and I'm like,
With a
that's not as funny as if I do it while Caitie is opening her present.
This
So
has to
here's
be
Katie's
Legos.
birthday cake. What is it?
It's the Millennium Falcon, but it's tiny because I don't have the patience to build a 5,000 piece
Well,
Lego
and
set.
to be honest, the one I gave you last year is still sitting over there too. Just saying.
There's also another Lego set in my bedroom that I got for my birthday that I have not. Is this box of macaroni and cheese? A box of macaroni and cheese.
Very
How come I've been
important.
craving mac and cheese lately? Oh my God! I was not expecting that.
You thought.
I thought you were
had-
just gonna hand me a cupcake.
Nope, not just handing you a cupcake.
What is this? They sell this? It's just the Lucky Charms marshmallows. Where did you find this? Oh, I'm digging into that.
You better keep opening. You can't blow it out till you've opened your
Oh
present.
no! Oh no!
I don't make the rules.
Uno reverse. Fun fact: I actually now have a thing of reaction images saved in my phone. One of them is an Uno reverse card because you sometimes got to Uno reverse on your friends. You know what I'm saying? This guy gets it. He's in the. This is now the second time I have gotten these specific olives as a gift in the last 2 weeks. Why do I have a feeling I'm getting olives again tomorrow? Interesting. The olives, if you're watching,
They're not.
you're right. Wait, there's like an actual present in here.
Just one.
Epcot 40, it's a pin, it's amazing.
Don't set it on fire.
Nutella and breadsticks, baby. And there's one last thing. I was waiting for it, honestly. I was waiting for the beans.
You're welcome. Yeah, you're gonna get all of the olives. Oh no. That wasn't even a trick one.
I thought it was for a second.
No, it was not. At least I don't think it was. All right. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you. 2 more days.
That is correct. What should people do, Caitie?
You should. I almost forgot. Go to dapsmagic.com. Check out all the Disney and geek news as it happens. I just breathed it in smoke.
You breathe it in smoke? Breathe it in it? That's a new word. Keep going. What else should they do?
Subscribe to our mailing list.
And
Our Patreon.
there we go. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and stop by Caitie's social media on Thursday. Embarrass her like crazy. Wish her a very happy birthday. But that is all the time we have for you this week, so we will see you around the corner.
Bye.